Hey guys, Saturday morning here. If you follow our Bailiff page, you saw what we did yesterday. Pretty rough workout at kind of all high intensity movements. There wasn't necessarily a time to rest except for when you took it, and as long as you were working pretty hard, you weren't taking much rest. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about recovery today and getting in the right mental place for training if you're not there. So been having a little bit of problems, me personally, just with some hip issues, looking at a lot of stretches that I know I'm horrible at stretching. So this is a 90-90 stretch that Joe's really been pushing me to do because I've had a lot of issues with my right hip. Actually, my pelvis was tilted, and just want to tell you guys, like, take time for that self-care. I went to the chiropractor yesterday, and I noticed so much of a difference in everything that I'm doing. So 100% turnaround from where I was. I don't know that I'm 100% back, but just the turnaround from one day to the next and the way that I feel is so amazing. And it did take the time to sleep in this morning and try to recover a little bit on that rest. I come off of a week on call where I woke up in the night a lot, and we have a 1-year-old that likes to be a 3:30 a.m. alarm clock. So all of those things being said, I came out this morning and set my bar up. I had some squatting to do and leg extensions, and just really trying to work on a little bit of leg strength because I've kind of been taking that out over this last couple of weeks because I've been dealing with this hip issue. So kind of wanted to do a strength test more than anything and see how I felt just at a reasonable weight. Started in with that and had a issue at work yesterday. Not an issue, it's just a very personal thing and not my story to share, but it's really weighing on my mind and having a hard time just doing my training. So just would encourage you guys to find where your mental break is in this and really work towards that. For me, it's running. So I went out on a 3-mile run, just time to process some things in my own mind, and came back, feel a lot better, feel like I can move forward into tomorrow, and just want to say again, like, the run itself is something that I haven't been able to do in probably a month just because of my hip issue. So I'm running, I was finding myself dealing with pain more than anything, and that really made the runs hard. So I was talking to quite a few people about like this running element that we're doing right now, just really looking at running as a skill in itself and how do we get better at that skill. And so what I want to say is, if you say, I can't run a mile, I can't run whatever, what is holding you back? So we had this conversation, like, is it simply a cardio thing? Like, you don't have good enough cardio, or you feel like you've got, like your sides killing you, or you can't breathe, or is it a pain issue? Like, for me, it ended up being a pain issue more through my hips when I was running more than anything. And I deal with like a lot of Achilles stuff with, I don't know, when I do double unders, it bothers me and then run. But long story short, everything felt so much better today. And I was able to really hit that point where I felt on that 3-mile run like I was actually at a cardio deficit. I was really pushing to get those deep breaths and feel good, and was able to do kind of a ending 100-meter sprint. So that felt great this morning, got my mind in the right place to take on the next day. So guys, don't worry about those down days. Just take them, turn them around, and try to get better the next day. Thanks, and have a good Saturday.